everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Buccaneers coming in at 3-7, going up against the Seahawks, who come in at 8-2. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry now. This is Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 on the... play, and they're going to face a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. second down, Lacey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 2 yards to go here on third down. Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Now a second down throw for Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, an excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
Second down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the first rounder, Vernon Hargraves. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. It looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
3 yards to go on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Martin. He finds some open field here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 37. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll come out in the pistol. They try again with Martin. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Buccaneer place kicker, Roberto Aguayo now.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy on there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They go play action with Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Seahawks are going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Winston now to throw on first down. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. First down. Here's the run with Martin. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They run it again with Martin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Jameis now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and now it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And Graham's got it over the middle. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your...
Oh, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the interception, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. Now 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Martin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They pitch it out to Martin. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Wilson going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one.
This is caught inside the 15. They get 31 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. His pass caught at the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come out here in the eye. To throw again is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Picked up by Levante David. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Winston to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And out now come the Seahawks. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, the great coach said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. In the slot on the right is Graham. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Wilson on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And his kick is right through. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. It's caught. Humphreys. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Let's go now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a run with Martin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And quickly they get to the line. Now Wilson on first down. And Lawler has it over the middle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Completes it to Lawler. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Caught. Lawler. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Throwing is Wilson. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense? They got his man complete, and they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He'll look to throw. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Winston with a give to Martin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. On your team.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 3rd down, it's Doug Martin. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.